Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Active Retro. My name is James, and today it's the very first episode of 5 Random Things, the new ongoing series where I talk about 5 random things. It's pretty self-explanatory, it's right there in the title. So essentially this is going to act as a catch-all for all the things I don't get to normally talk about in my uploads or video reviews. The topic of today's first video is going to be Walmart clearance. Now, of course, if you live in the United States, you should know that twice a year, Walmart goes absolutely bananas with their clearance aisle, and they just kind of slash prices on everything, anywhere from 25 to 75% off or more, and just in order to get rid of stuff so they can do their resets and put new stock out. And so what we have here is just a bunch of things I randomly picked up, stuff that I normally wouldn't buy, but it just once it gets to a certain point, impulse control goes out the window, and here we are. So I believe we have, obviously, I know this is called 5 Random Things, and if you look out here, there's obviously more than 5 things here, and that's because we have 5 themes. We have Power Rangers, Hot Wheels, Marvel Legends, Transformers, and Lego. I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. I can count. Hooray. So we have 5 themes here. That's a little bit of a cop-out, but it still works. So let's start right here in the front. We have 2 Batmobiles from Hot Wheels. These are collector edition Batmobiles. They're very nice. We have Batman Forever and Batman 1989. Both of these are in very nice condition. They originally were $7.97 each. I paid $4 plus tax, of course. Say what you will about the movies. Some hold up better than others, but the Batmobiles themselves, they're fantastic designs. Happy to have picked those up for that price. Next, we're going to move on to Transformers here. We have Titans Return, Decepticon Fangry. Guys, I don't know what more you want me to say about this other than it's a robotic werewolf bat hybrid whose chest can pop out and turn into a robot for turn into a head for a smaller robot, larger robot. My goodness, I butchered that sentence. Let's start over. Decepticon Fangry, he's a Bat-Wolf hybrid whose chest pops out and turns into a head for a larger robot. There we go. Nailed it. It's great. It's fantastic. Originally $5, got it for $2.50, so 50% off. Here we have a Decepticon Bisque from Robots in Disguise. It's a larger, simplistic Transformer. Only has 3 steps. It's maybe about 9-10 inches tall. Originally $20, I paid $9. Bisque is a fantastic concept, a fantastic idea. I have the deluxe version. It's wonderful. It's very articulated. It just has a lot of personality. This larger version, of course, does not have the same amount of articulation or detail that the smaller figure has, but it's still a sports car that turns into a crab robot. I don't know what more you need than that. That should be enough. It's just an amazing idea, amazing concept, and no matter what size or scale, I have to have it. So he is definitely going on the shelf, giant crab sports car robot thing. In the back here, we have Legos. This is Lego Marvel Superheroes 76081, the Milano vs. the Obelisk. Unfortunately, I missed out on the original Guardians of the Galaxy Milano release from, 2014. This year, of course, is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 release from this past spring. I paid $30. It was originally $48.44 for 460 pieces. That's not bad. I'm actually really looking forward to putting this together. I really like a lot of the assortment of the minifigures it comes with. You have Nebula, Gamora, Drax, and Star-Lord, and Baby Groot, so I guess that's 4 1/4 minifigures. That's a really nice set. Here we have Marvel Legends. As you can tell, these have kind of sat on the shelf for a while, just with the layer of dust that they've collected. We have Jack-O-Lantern from the Absorbing Man wave and Marvel's Venom. And we have Hobgoblin from the Venom Space Knight Build-A-Figure wave. My goodness, I'm just butchering everything today. Hobgoblin's a great figure. Did not realize that they are going. He's going for the price that he is on the secondary market. And Jack-O-Lantern just looks really cool. I paid $20 each. They were $20 each. I paid $9 each plus tax, of course. And they're really great figures. I honestly, these are the first Marvel Legend figures I have ever bought brand new in the store. I normally don't buy Marvel Legends. It's just not my thing. But they're going to look awesome for Halloween on the shelf, because that's what these guys remind me of. They're just Halloween incarnate. My store also had a Morbius figure, and I can tell you that if it ever drops down to $5 here in the next couple weeks, I'm going to get it. So our last theme here, last thing that we need to talk about, Power Rangers. Here we have Jada Jada Metals, Jada Toys rather, Metals die-cast line, 2 Power Rangers, Green Ranger, Red Ranger. Both of these were originally $10. I picked them up for $5. I think they're neat. The fact I enjoy things that are made out of die-cast metal. Who doesn't? Paint details aside on the Dragon Dagger, I think they're nice. And it's a good alternative to Pops. So for $5 each, had to have them. I already have the Blue Ranger and the GameStop White Ranger. Had to get those two. Moving penultimately, here's our Power Rangers Legacy Edition White Ranger. Originally $20, got it for $9. My Walmart had a ton of these left. I only needed one, so I only bought one. If you want to scalp them or resell them or whatever, fine, that's your business. But for me, I needed one, left them for everybody else. It's a good figure. Would I pay $20 for it? No, that's why I didn't. But it's gonna fit just fine. It's a good placeholder for an SH Figuarts. It doesn't compare to that by any means, but it's going to look fine with my other Legacy figures. So for that, I like it. And for the price, it was worth it. Lastly, here we have this Dragon Zord. I'm going to turn it on so you can hear it. And that way it can make noises right over top me. Now, if you're not too familiar, this is from the Power Rangers Imaginext line by Fisher-Price, by Mattel, I think, actually. And these guys were really expensive when they came out, $70, and that's not what I paid for it at all. It's a very cool figure, but if I would have went and bought it, then I probably would have had a stern talking to from Mrs. Active Retro, because it's a little bit much. It's a little expensive. So, what we have here is it's just a pure awesome. I've owned this third different Dragon Zord I've owned. I own the original 93. I have the Legacy, and of course I have this version. And while those 3 different toys were made for completely different things, and 3 completely separate audiences, this is by and far the most, this one has the most play value. And what happened was, like I said, this was originally $70, and recently Walmart knocked it down to $39 on rollback, then $29, then $17, then $12, and then finally $7. Of course, and then after that, they just all got bought up. They didn't go any lower than that, you'd hope. So for 1/10 of the price, I picked this up. I actually did pick up 2, one for me, and then one for a Christmas present for a friend of mine. Sorry, Alvy, not you. Didn't think you'd want a Dragon Zord. But this guy is just awesome. He does have a Dragon Dagger remote control. And he can do all the things. And he can knock everything over. And he can do a Berserker mode. If you guys haven't already found this figure, if you don't really collect Power Ranger stuff, but if you want something really cool, I highly recommend that you try picking this figure up. Because it's actually a lot of fun to play with. Oh no, don't knock that over! Well, everyone, I think that about does it for this episode of 5 Random Things. If you like this concept, if you like this video, please let me know down in the comments. I just want some feedback from you if you wouldn't mind leaving that there. Now, please keep in mind that future episodes of 5 Random Things won't always be about clearance items. It's going to be about whatever I want to talk about. Hence, 5 Random Things. So, please, if you like this video, please hit like, and if you like this channel, please hit subscribe. Thank you for watching.